gotta know, what's your favorite album cover for this album? What's your favorite cover for this album? Wow, I can't talk. This is the reissue album cover. This is the original. To be honest with you, I've always loved the reissue, but the original people love too. But that green checkered background, I always hated it. It just looked so like computer 90s computer CGI, whatever you want to say. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But Broken Hope, we're listening to one of my all-time favorite death metal albums, Swamped in Gore, today in the background. Not a CD update though. I just put that at the camera like this was gonna work the camera. No, not a CD update though. I've got a big stack of cassette tapes to talk through today. Some really good stuff here. I don't have any notes pulled up. I just turned the camera on and started going. I wanted to get this album or this goddamn video out today because I haven't been uploading as much as I wanted to this week because I've been really fucking busy with work. So, alright, these all come from random places, I don't know, but this one I've had for a while, and I don't know why it took me forever to talk about it on here, but the new Castrator album, finally, I'm talking about this. This has been out for a while. What the hell was this called again? I can't read that. Coronation of the Grotesque. It's their second full-length album on Dark Descent Records. All-female death metal band out of the U.S. I was a big fan of their first album, Defiled in Oblivion. They came out in 2022, so I was really excited about this. And this is a phenomenal album. Very good, very catchy, great death metal, modern style with that old-school death metal twist to it as well. Nice black pro-printed tape there. And then here is the J-card. Now, I opted to get the cassette because I have their first album on cassette, so I was trying to stay format friendly and keep the same format, but I might actually pick this up on CD too because I want to listen to it in the car. I like listening to CDs in my car. Oddly enough, our car has a CD player and it's a brand new car. So here you go. We got all that disgusting and vile bodies all over the place. The artwork is done by, I know it's there, John Zig. I should have known that right away. The phenomenal John Zig. So yeah, this is a very good album. Definitely going to be one of my favorite albums to come out this year. I've been listening to it a lot. Man, these girls, they're pummeling very, very phenomenal writers of death metal. And this album is spectacular. I do think I like it slightly a little bit more than their first album now, so they've definitely progressed when it comes to songwriting and those types of things. So yeah, there's also a CD and a vinyl version of this out, so if you're looking for that instead, hit up Dark Descent Records. I believe he has a sale going on right now too, so because he's been around for 16 years, you get 16% off of things, so go take advantage of that because you know I did. So there'll be some Dark Descent stuff coming in after I make that order, so yeah. The next thing I want to talk about, I got 3 things from Iron Fortress, of course. Of course I did. One, I'm actually shocked that I haven't showed you yet. I also have the CD, and I think I have the vinyl coming. I don't remember. But this is the new Mortuary Ghoul album. Finally, it's here. What was this called again? Near Your Face, Corpse something. I can't read this. Jesus Christ. I am fucking blind. Let me just pull up the information. Like I said, I didn't pull up any notes or anything like that today. I have listened to this, but Wear Your Face, Corpse Exhumation Redo. Okay, so phenomenal stuff. It is Mortuary Ghoul through and through. If you know Mortuary Ghoul, you've heard their other albums, and this sounds exactly like it. Does not stray far from the path whatsoever, but it is crushing in that sense. And you know, I love this band. I love Mortuary Matt, Ohio death metal. If you're not familiar, and this is phenomenal. As you can see, it's based on Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right there. And it came with a CD version, and there's also was a special like vinyl version and all this stuff put out on Iron Fortress. So if you're looking for this, Iron Fortress definitely still has this in stock. They've got the blood splatter sticker there. There you go, camera finally. But yeah, I mean, it's Mortuary Ghoul. It's good. It's crushing. It's heavy as hell. It sounds, you know what to expect when it comes to his music. But yeah, I love it. So yeah, I got this on cassette tape. And yes, I have the other formats. I'll show those off in another video. So that was one. Check this out. I'll link in the description where you can buy all these things, as always, where you can listen to them. So people always ask sometimes in the comments, like, especially if you're new to this channel, that a lot of people have been asking, like, where do you get this? It's like, hey, everything's in the description. I always show it, so just so you guys know. The next thing is a split of that I really, really enjoy. More so one side, I honestly think kind of takes the win for this, but both sides are very good. This is the new Ritual Fog and Chaos Relic split that just came out on Iron Fortress. Now, Ritual Fog is a band that I've talked about on here a couple of times back when Corpse Gristle pressed one of their CDs, but they are a U.S. death metal band. They had an album that came out last year, but merely fleshed on Transcending Obscurity Records, but now they've got this split out. Each band has 2 tracks, and, you know, Ritual Fog, I think this is some of their best music that they've made so far. I was hooked as soon as I heard this, and I immediately said to myself, I'm going to order this. So here's the J card. Here's both of the bands. And Chaos Relic is new to me. I had never heard of them before. There's Chaos Relic side. Ritual Fog. I love that red trans tape, and it comes with the red case too. Yeah, like I said, Chaos Relic is new to me. I'd never heard them before. So I was excited to dive a little bit further in with them. The 2 tracks that they have on here are so good. In fact, I almost prefer that side over this, and I bought this for Ritual Fog. They're really good. They're a band out of the U.S., a death metal band. They're actually from Florida, so that was pretty fun to see. And they only have an EP out that came out last year, so I need to go back and check that out. It's 5 tracks, 19 minutes long. So yeah, I've got some music I need to go check out. So yeah, I really enjoy this split. It's a lot of fun. If you're a fan of Ritual Fog, you'll really enjoy these 2 tracks. And again, check out Chaos Relic. I was really happy to hear that I really enjoyed this band on the split. Sometimes I buy splits with bands that I don't really know too much about and I'm not a fan of the songs on there, and I literally only listen to one side, but that's not the case for this. So awesome stuff. Again, Iron Fortress, this is definitely still available. Check it out. In that same, I don't know if this was in the same package, to be honest with you. This might have been another package that this came in. I can't remember. But Ben was nice enough to throw in, because I ordered however many things, and he threw in the compilation tape that he made, Sounds of the Septic Fog, version 6, or volume 6, or what does that say? Episode 6. So this is what he does, like, once a year now. I think I have 4 of the other ones. I think I'm only missing 1. So that must have been the year that I wasn't buying a whole lot at the time. So this is basically a compilation of tracks from bands that he has released. So it gives you a nice, you know, it's like a comp. It's a label comp, basically. So it's in that VHS style, horror movie style that I love that he does. And then here is all of the bands and their songs. So I probably have showed off just about every one of these bands this year. Blood Exploitation is probably the only album I maybe don't have. We've got Bludgeoned by Deformity, I've showed that. Cancer Void, showed that. Casket Breath, showed that. Of course, the Demons, okay, that's one I don't have. Compulsed, I love that Compulsed album, man. Crimson Butchery, Chronos Compulsion, Damnation Domain, I do have them. Yes, I do have that. I talked about them maybe last year I can't remember when I talked about them last. Dawn of Ash is one that I still need to get. Decadent, I love that album too. That's another one of my favorite albums to come out this year. Deliquence, I can never say that. Have that. Let's see. Grotesquerie, Brain Matter is one that I don't have. Echospire I don't have. Gorecost I have. So just about every single one of these, close to almost all of these albums I have on here already. There's still a few that I still need to get, but yeah, it's a really nice album sampler. Pretty fun that he does these. Here's a cassette tape. It looks like a VHS tape, which is awesome. I love the way that looks. So yeah, again, this is episode 6, volume 6, whatever you want to say. I've shown off, I'm pretty sure I have 4 other ones. I should have pulled them off my shelf. So yeah, you can't buy this. I don't think you can buy this. think he was just throwing these in orders if they were over like 3 or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah. So I got that. Been listening to that. And then finally, the last thing that I am really excited about that I got in the mail. A new Headsplit Records release that just came out. Septic Fumes with their newest EP. Oh god, muculinous. I can never say that. Sewage. I think you can pretty much guess what you're going to get with this. There you go. Filthy, vile, disgusting death metal in the best possible way. White pearl printed tape. And here is the J card. Very simple, very basic. There's nothing on the other side. So, yeah, if you're not familiar with this, their promo came out 2 years ago, and then they had a rehearsal promo that came out last year. But that's pretty much all they have out. So this EP and then this promo, it's a 2-piece out of the U.S. I'm trying to think. I don't think that these guys are in any other band, but you pretty much can guess what this is going to sound like given the name and everything like that. Yeah, no, I think they're only in Septic Fumes. So yeah, it's awesome. I'm super pumped that this is out. I ordered it as soon as I was able to. It's still available. Headsplit Records. Good stuff. That's all I have. I kind of breezed through this today. Just wanted to get something out there. Oh, listen to that. Just classic, 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 classic. Sorry. For the people that prefer this album cover, here you go. Swamped in Gore. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you in the next one.